Sunday morning. We are July, what are we? July 27th. We got going early yesterday. Then they had a sharp shower come through. That stopped everyone for what we thought was going to be the day. And then the weather switched on us again, came lovely warm and blowing, and we were back at it by 4 o'clock. So Davo, Robbo and Farmer, they went off combining. We went and done 170 straw bales down the back of the farm. Linda and the old man did 1,500 small bales, so that was really good. This is off the big field. Farmer said it's a bit more, yeah, it's lovely, that is. That's a nice grain, that. Feels better in your hand as well. He was just sort of saying he'd come off one of the poorer fields, which looked poorer to start with, and he was a bit disappointed anyway. He's gone into the big field, which has looked better, and it's yielding better. So. But yeah, there's a fair old heap there. I suspect by the time we're done, you know, this is going to be right out somewhere here. We won't put any more panels in, we'll just build it up and round. There's plenty of space there. We're hoping to put oats this side. When Farmer gets onto the oats, going to concentrate on winter wheat first. We've got Alistair's we want to get in for him while it's still good. Harvest nights are just, it's just mad. You finish baling, and then unless you don't want to get covered in dust in the morning, you're blowing stuff off in the evening. You know, you're not usually getting home till 10:30, half 10 usually, you know, on a good day. Baler's been blown off, tractor's been blown off. You want to keep those blown off because the dust and stuff off the baler soon builds up on the radiators, and then the tractor will get hot. So Robert's in this morning. He's going to check trailers over and tyres and fuel and oil. Get the lads to run us a couple of trailers up the field, ready for later on for loading straw. Me and Keithy will be loading straw, running straw, and yeah, it should be a good day. This morning I need to grease, oil the small baler, fill up with fuel. I've just got to grease the round baler. There's a loose bolt on there I want to just tighten up. If you don't recognise that sound, that is the morning call of Roberto. Oh dear. Right, quick grease up round the baler. Now some hidden ones, one of which is down under here. In the evenings I will try and get the panels open. Yeah, 1,500 they did last night, which isn't bad. Daisy will be annoyed that she didn't get to do them, but at the same ends, you've got to go when the weather permits you. So that's how it is always this end of the year. But we get the panels open. We're going to give her a quick grease up everywhere, give the chains an oil. It's very simple. We always this shaft especially on a good day, you know, that's got to be done every day. I'd give everything, to be fair, I just give everything a little bit of grease, and you know you're right then. But there's greasers on here somewhere. There's one. This is the South Lube kit for the knotters. Highly recommend that. It just takes half the effort away of greasing this thing. So you got your shafts. Let me go through it all with you quick. For anybody who doesn't know, you got you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 ends of your PTO shaft there. You've got one on your flywheel, one on your gearbox. You've got a chain in here that's got to be oiled. You've got around the back here, you've got needles. We've got star wheel. We've got the chain bearing here. We've got the knotters themselves. They just get 5 pumps. There's one on this little cog here. This one that's a little hidden one. That is the mechanism that sets the length for the bale. So as the star wheel moves, it rolls down this mechanism. As soon as it hits this, it trips the needles to coming up and tying the bale. Robbo had a little problem yesterday. He hadn't put his chute out, so we've got a little tiny curve. It's not going to hurt anything. He got quite lucky really. Hasn't really bent anything too much. Always got to check round your machines before you start really. Anyway, there's one greaser here, one on the bottom of the needles there, one on the top. We've got another chain in this box here. We've had to put our own tie here because the ones that come with it are just terrible, and they don't hold nothing. 2 chains in there to oil, and then the dodgy one is in here. And yeah, machine's got to be running while you oil the chain, and it's just little bit dangerous there, but you just, as long as you watch what you're doing. There's one on the hitch there, but we don't use that very much. So farmer's been doing the same thing with the combine. It's just about maintenance in the morning, and then we'll be getting going again. The boys ran, I think they ran to about 10:30, 11 o'clock last night, so they had a good afternoon at it. And the forecast going forward isn't that brilliant, so I think we'll be picking and choosing when we can go again. So it's just the way it is sometimes. It's been settled for so long, it can't be settled forever, can it? There he goes, checking the cattle. He sat on the baler all afternoon last night. 86, still doing a day's work. Unbelievable. I can only dream of that. Come this time of the year, you know, farmer, he looks after the combine and gets that sorted, and I sort of take the role of just keeping the machine sorted, and it takes longer than you think, blowing stuff off, greasing up. If you've got everything to do on a morning, that's surprising how long that takes you. Keithy's unloading some straw around the back. We had a bit of a mishap with our chute. Farmer's got it to the point where it's okay, but yeah, a bit of a misdesign there, I think. Should be a little bit, those chutes, with them being so close to the ground and them so far out, where they should be a bit better designed. You know, they should be breakaway. If you catch them on something, on the soil or whatnot, you know, they should be more breakaway, so that you can put, you know, break a shear bolt, so the shear bolt goes and they fold backwards, and that's nice and easy to bring back around. But obviously design is easier said than done. Don't need to go mad with the grease on this thing. So we'll get her blowing off, ready for the day. You always see something if you're blowing off. If something's amiss, you'll see it. No problems yesterday in terms of holding the bales. This year's been a bit tricky, and some of you have said, you know, is the back door cage, is it closed up enough? We didn't see a problem with it yesterday. It might have moved. We'll see next year on different. It held the straw perfectly. The straw bales were good. You know, some of you are saying how this machine works is on different size bales. the back door can be slid out. So if you've got wider bales, it's adjustable. And yes, you do that on the sliders down here. There's a couple of bolts you undo, and then the whole back door, the back part of it, can come out and adjust. But it was more to do with the bales were soft and squishy than the back door not being there. These bales are beautiful. They were, what we should have done in the baler is put the straw wedges in. That would have helped. But we'll see next year. You know, if we have some similar issues next year, we'll just shut it down by 1/4 inch, and that'll sort the problem out then. But you're not wrong in what you were saying with the back door.
No problem on that yesterday.
Oh, great.
5 times. No, I don't know whether it's the small string. When that let it down, there's a nut on the inside somewhere on this string, and it caught it up on the string. It's only a matter, I just cut the string and no, it's on the inside. You can't do it until the bed's down. But I think it's because it's so rough.
It's not catching that, is it? You know, look at these.
It could be that, actually. Now you've said that.
That's the only thing that sticks
out.
Yes.
But it's not a problem. It's nothing I can't get round.
Is that about to fall out? Is that what's happening there? Does that need tapping back in? Because this one's right in.
Yeah.
Ah, there's an Allen key on there, Linda. It's come unscrew.
Ah, right.
Yeah, look at that, look.
Oh, yeah.
There's your problem, look.
Good job I said something.
Yeah, it is. You lost that. Look, this side's loose as well, look. You lost your pin, and then you lost your sensor, and then we would have been calling old Steve up. Right, I need to fix that. Good spot that, Linda. Good job you said. Lovely. Sunglasses?
Yeah.
Oakley. Flipping nowadays, thank you. These are kids' ones. What are you on about? I ain't gonna go around my head.
They're Madry ones, aren't they?
Madry?
Yeah, it's a lager.
Is it?
So my mate had a load of promotional in the pub.
I'll wear them for you later as I swing by.
Packet, so I got a packet in my tractor as well, eh?
All right, nice one.
Yeah.
Right, let me show you what happened yesterday.
Okay.
Well, the weather turned round on us at 4 o'clock, so we went bailing. 4 o'clock, it was like breezy, really warm.
I said to my mum, I said, I bet they got back out at it.
We better go and check it, because you don't know what opportunities you get, do you? Do you know what I mean?
I said that to mum, I said, I bet
that lad has seen better days, isn't it? I bet they've been up it. They wouldn't just, that'd be alright, he'll say. Right, Robbo went down the field, Daisy. What did he do wrong? First thing, he got straight down the field, started bailing with the shoot up. Blew a shear bolt, bent your chute, look. It's got a nice rounded tone to it now.
You wait until I see him.
So you give him some stick when you see him.
Don't you worry. I'll say he's banned.
I've done your strings, I've oiled, I've greased, it's ready to go.
Thank you.
We're over at Collins Big Field. Combine's field next door, just over the edge there. Dave and Robert are running the grain cart. Farmer said when he got in here it was a little bit better, but I think most of the fields have yielded average about 2.5 ton. And then this one was a little bit better. You said it was just over 3 ton on this one. And loads of straw, nice bit of straw in here, plenty of straw. We're gonna have some bales out here. Anyway, we're on the loader today. We're gonna, yeah, we've got 1 trailer loaded. Keithy's gonna run some bales for us. We've got a few trailers to go at. And Daisy's running the baler today. Bit better weather conditions today. It's finally, yeah, I think we've got a week of this, looks like. I'm in sort of sunshine between the showers sort of thing, but it hasn't rained yet, so we're doing all right today. Anyway, I've got a new pair of glasses courtesy of Daisy. What do you reckon? Keep them? Stay with it? I don't know. She's loving it. She's loving the look. the bale, that's the finished product. Not bad like that. Yeah, good, lovely. We'll watch Linda come by. We had to run back up here quickly earlier, where we had tightened that loose bolt up earlier. We tightened it too much and the sensor wouldn't move then. So we had to come back up and just slacken it off just a tad. They got a winter wheat field next door here. Once they're done there, they'll be heading over to Mick's farm. So a bit of road in them for the lads, but they'll be able to keep up. There's no issues. Linda's on the 6290. She's got the doggo with her. That there is a perfect pack, literally bang on. Strings are all the same tension. We're actually using now, this is 9250 string, this is 8600, and yeah, we're actually just going to see if we can run this machine on the smaller string, just because they put 4 strings on there now. So we're going to see how we go with, if we've got to go back to the big string, we will. We're running out of the bigger string, so we're going to just see how it goes on the smaller string. I think on straw it'll be fine. Maybe hay bales, maybe a bit different, but we'll see as we go on that. Anyway, the bale length is perfect. If you, what have we got on there? 3, 6, 9, 12. When they meet the back on one of these big trailers like that, 12, 24, 35 packs, which is, I'm pretty sure that's 490. We've got one of the bigger trailers here with us. We'll get that loaded up. That one carries 500 odd. Anyway, I've got the big grab on. This is a Super Buzzard 3 grab. This is what they call them, Browns. People always ask me what sort of grab it is. That's the grab, that's the name of it. They do a similar grab, but it's called an Eagle grab. And yes, not the grab you want the Super Buzzard. They do a 3 grab, which is Super Buzzard 3, or they do a 2 grab, which is a Super Buzzard 2, obviously. Here comes Keithy boy, he's coming up the field. Anyway, yeah, Daisy's got them set nice this time. They're plenty, they're about perfect. Anyway, Keithy will come up, he'll bring a trailer with him, he'll take a full trailer home, he'll unload it, and then he'll come back. And it's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so we'll see how many we get. Last night, we had a good night last night. They baled up 1500. I'm sure Daisy will come and clean that up later on. They baled up 1500 bales from between 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock, so that was not bad going at all. And you know, if weather conditions play ball, you know, it's 50 acres out here, and the straw quantity is looking good. I don't know how many will be out here in this field. When all the machines are going right, it looks easy, but yeah, I can tell you from experience, getting everything working right and set right is it's not as easy as it looks. End of the day. Well, not quite end of the day actually. We're about halfway across the field. We're going to small bale the rest of the field, but we've got a nice day coming up tomorrow. It's currently 6:30. Me and Keithy got a few loads to get home, so we're it's one of those decisions you dread to make really, because At the moment everything's dry, so should you keep going and get it in, or do you leave it for tomorrow, get everything home, get the balers all blown off ready to go tomorrow, you know, get a little bit ahead of the game for tomorrow. It's always one of those, you know, you can't quite decide what to do for the best, but we made the decision to stop. There's plenty there for a day's work tomorrow, so we must have done a good 3,000, I don't know, I would have thought 3,000 odd. Davo's had a puncture on the grain trailer, so Keithy had to go off for that, so yeah, we've got plenty of trailers staring at us. Anyway, we'll pull one home with us. I'll get on with blowing machines off, greasing up and getting ready for tomorrow. Keithy will crack on with bringing the bales home. And the boys are over at Mick's farm, just picking off some of the small fields over there. Whether we'll get done tonight over there is another thing, but we certainly will get moved tomorrow at some point to Alice's if they don't finish tonight. I imagine they'll fill the combine up and move it tomorrow morning, if they get so far that they can do that. Got a loose string there. So we've had a good day. We've had a, you know, uneventful on this side. Davo's had a nightmare this weekend. He's just been in the thick of it all weekend. Oh dear, poor lad. But it always happens like that. You always, it's all or nothing. Anyway, we'll get the last of these picked up, and then yeah, by the time we get home and then get blowing off, you know, this time soon creeps up on you. And in the morning, farmer wants the compressor in the morning, so yeah, you sort of fighting for the compressor in the morning. So anyway, the straw's beautiful colour. Yeah, a lot of field fires going on at the moment, by all accounts. That was one of my friends saying about another field that caught fire today. So yeah, got to be yeah, this time of year is very bloody risky with fire. Never usually finds us, but it did this year. And the dry year, you know, just everything's tinder dry. Even though we have been getting showers, everything is still just so tinder dry. It's not a super late night to be bringing balers home, but we want to have a good day of it tomorrow, and farmer wants the compressor in the morning, so it's late enough. It's 7:30, and yeah, you feel like you've just done these machines. So yeah, blow them all off. The ark's gonna want to grease it all the way through. Start again with the baler, blow it all off. Yeah, you soon learn your way around these machines when you're blowing them off every day. Mask time, compressor time. Yeah, what did we do? 3,150. Don't know if you guys can see that there. That's the counter for the day, so that's not a bad day all told. We would be happy with 2 balers doing 3,000 usually, so that's a good day. We could have ran it an hour later, 2 hours later, but then you'll just run everything late, and then you're into the night blowing off and greasing up, and you're late running tomorrow then. So we'll just get a head start on tomorrow. We'll get out there and we'll finish that field off. I think then farmer's heading up to Alice's for the winter wheat up there, and I imagine there'll be some small baling up there to do. Cole will run the round baler tomorrow, hopefully get some of that thing. Keithy's got a load of unloading straw to do in the morning and stuff. And Dave and Robert are running the grain cart. That will go into the night till about I don't know, 10:30 usually, 10, 10:30. Yeah, and then farmer's back in early, blowing it off, greasing it up, ready for tomorrow. So there we go. Right, okay, yes, time to get dusty. The boys are out on grain cart. They will continue on. They're hoping to get that finished over at Mix tonight. Whether they will, a fair little bit to do there. But we're gonna have to start bringing the old grain round here now. Yeah, I didn't quite think there would be a heap like that really, but yeah, what would we have done if there was a good yield? There's a fair heap of wheat there, so to be fair, the grain this year has got a lovely dark tinge to it. Not as shriveled as I thought it would be. Yeah, there are small ones in there, you know, you can see it's been, you can see it's definitely been work. Anyway, there we go. At least there's something in the shed to now sell. Because obviously growing crops and all the rest of it, that's what you're after at the end. You sell all that to literally pay for next year's crop, as mad as it sounds. And yeah, farmer said, I don't know, he said this morning, I said to him, how much do you need to make to getting your money back? And he said, you know, getting on for 3 ton to get your money back. So yeah. And we haven't done that this year, so it would have cost us some money. So there we go, that's the way it is with farming. One year you do well, one year you do poorly, one year you do horrendous like this year probably, but we'll see. We're going to leave it there. The boys will carry on. We're going to go home and then get some dinner, get rested up, be back in tomorrow. I've got the oxen to grease in the morning and everything's blown off ready to go, so farmer can blow his combine off in the morning. He hasn't got to worry about that. And the boys have been underlining where the fields are, so as long as they remember which fields they went to with a combine, we can get a field yield as well as everything else. On average, I think with the wheat, the winter wheat on average is about between 2.6 and 2.8 ton to the acre. So yeah, not brilliant. We aim for 3 minimum, 3.5 great, 4 ton fantastic. But there we go. We haven't had to use a dryer yet though, so that was a bit of a blessing. We are going to get some rain Tuesday by the looks of things, so we might get to, wow, they're going up to Alice's. Alice's got a grain dryer, so yeah, we'll see how we go from there. So if it all goes well tonight, we're heading to Alice's to do his winter wheat, which has looked really well all year. So, you know, we're hoping for good things up there, so we'll see how we go. Tomorrow morning we'll be getting pusher on, grain bucket, get the trailer up there, get the combine, the header. So there's a bit of messing about getting everything moved over there. Then we've got some more straw coming in the afternoon. So we'll be plenty busy tomorrow. Cole's coming in to do some round baling for us. So that'll be good as well. It'll all be going on tomorrow. Yeah, all systems go.